What is there to say about world conflict? Any war, any conflict, the old ones, the new ones? Whose responsibility it is? Well, it starts with us. Responsibility starts within each household, within each home, within each country, school, etc. Why? Because many of these conflicts are a century old, 2 centuries, 1,000 years old. The people that began these conflicts are long, long gone. They walked Earth many centuries ago, and still the conflicts they began are on today. And they are not suffering the consequences anymore of the acts of the past. We are. The children of today are. Our brothers, sisters, nephews, nieces, grandparents, parents, everyone today is suffering the consequences of conflicts that began many years ago. But there is nothing we can do about the past. But we can do something in the present. We can ensure that under every roof, each roof out there, we teach the children that there should be no conflict. There should be no hatred. There should be no competition. There should be no comparison of religions, of caste, of race, of anything. Because we have to stop the hatred worldwide. And it can be done, but it starts in the smallest unit, which is the home of each of us. If parents teach their children how to look to the world not as an enemy, how to look to other countries and other people not as enemies, but as human beings, each conflict in each country needs to stop, and it can stop. We need to ensure that whatever is left from the past doesn't continue influencing the present. Because if you don't realize it, our family now, our families are the ones suffering all these conflicts. Our families now are the ones dying. Then, what to do? Begin at home. Teach your children that no one is better than the next person. Teach your children that defending themselves, it's okay. But if there is peace, there is no need to defend yourself. If there is harmony, if there is love in your heart for everybody, there is no need to defend yourself. It doesn't matter where you come from or where you're going to. Each person, it doesn't matter what caste, what race, what color of the skin, we're all equal. We're all the same. We're all human beings. We were all born on earth. And any perpetrators of today's conflicts are gone, long gone. But violence, hatred gets instilled in the genes. And it gets passed generation from generation to another generation. And then it's just a conundrum that never ends. It doesn't need to be like this. If we instill love instead of hatred and joy in our hearts instead of racism, we can win the conflict. We can win the war. We can live in peace. But every household needs to have a responsibility to ensure no one under your roof is violent. No one has hatred in their hearts. No one is left alone in their lives. Give love to each of your family members. Pay attention to them. Involve them in your life. Get involved in their lives. See what they are doing every day. Show respect, love, compassion. And they will turn out to be the human beings they should be. Just human beings. That's all. We were all born here on this earth. We are all equally important on this earth. We are all equal in rights on this earth. No one is above anybody. It doesn't matter what language you speak. We're all equal. All. And we are all in the right to hold whatever it is preaches to us in our hearts. Whatever it is that makes you happy every single day. But you should not spread hatred and violence and believe that what you hold in your heart is better than anybody else and punish them for that. World conflict can end in each country if we begin at home. If we begin paying attention to each of our family members at home and what they are doing, and foster love instead of hatred, and foster compassion instead of injuring other people, and see that whomever started all of this is long gone, and our children, our families are suffering the consequences still today, and it's unnecessary, fully unnecessary. We're human beings. We have evolved to the fullest we can evolve in all senses. In all senses. And still, we're dealing with world conflict today. It is unnecessary. It doesn't speak of our evolution as human beings. It doesn't. It should not happen. And it is happening because there is no attention to what has happened in the past that is still, till today, damaging our lives. If each of us, in our homes, in our schools, in our governments, we begin talking peace, harmony, love, conflict can end.